there, this is Teacher Ola Podcast episode 326, Learn English with Where the Hell's My Husband by RAYE. You read English, you understand English, you've been learning for years, but when it's time to speak, your mind just freezes and the words don't come out. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. My name's Ola and this is Teacher Ola Podcast. I'm here to help you finally speak out loud. It isn't about perfect grammar or fancy vocabulary. This is about your voice, your words, your real English. In today's episode, we're looking at English from the song Where is My Husband? Where the Hell is My Husband? By RAYE. We'll unpack the grammar, natural phrases, and little language details hidden in the lyrics. Listen closely and pick up English that you can actually use in real life. So, let's start. I've got 7 lines from the song. Let's start with number 1. Baby, where the hell is my husband? What is taking him so long to find me? What is taking him so long to find me? This sentence asks about the reason a finding action is taking for a long time. What's going on? What is taking him so long? This guy's late. So, what is taking him so long? This is present continuous to express the fact that this is happening right now or that it is annoying or both. Why is finding me taking so much time? What is causing the delay? The word take here means occupy time. It's a natural, everyday way to express irritation or curiosity about a delay of any kind. Example sentences. What is taking them so long? The train took longer than expected, so we arrived late. 2. Getting down with another. Get down with someone is pretty informal and context really matters. In many song lyrics, especially pop, R&B, hip-hop or funk, disco styles, get down with someone often suggests becoming physically or romantically involved. It can hint at flirting, dancing closely, hooking up, or starting some kind of intimate connection. So if the lyric says getting down with another, it very likely suggests romantic or sexual involvement with another person. So she suggests here that he is having some romantic situation with another woman. 3. Tell him if you see him, baby. If you see him, tell him, tell him. Grammatically, this is basically the first conditional, even though it sounds very conversational and shortened, which is normal in songs and everyday speech as well. So the core of this line is, if you see him, tell him. If you see him, tell him. Where the idea is real, possible future situation. It's not hypothetical, not imaginary, just this might happen, so here's what you do, here's what to do. In English, the first conditional usually follows a clear pattern: present tense after if, and will or imperative, like in this case, in the main clause. Polish works quite differently here because we use future forms in both parts or rely more on context, so people translating word for word can easily get confused. English keeps it simpler structurally, even if it feels difficult at first. If you want a deeper comparison of how Polish and English tenses differ, have a look at my recorded webinar. You can still watch it at teacherola.com/Polacy. It's called Angielskie czasy versus Polacy, and it goes into these differences in a lot more detail. teacherola.com/Polacy. So if you see him, tell him. It's about the future, possible, realistic future. Again, realistic future. If you see him. Another very normal everyday example would be, if you come over, I'll make some coffee. Same logic, real possible situation. Present tense after if you come, if you see him, jeśli zobaczysz, jeśli przyjdziesz. Future, but present, okay? Instruction in the second part. If you feel you need to recap conditionals, especially the first one, go to another episode of Teacher Lab podcast. It's episode 36 to be precise. The first conditional, episode 36. 4. Why is this beautiful man waiting for me to get old? This is a very typical English question with the verb to be, and that's exactly where we Polish speakers often slip up. In English questions, especially with be, the verb usually jumps before the subject. So instead of why this beautiful man is waiting, that would be typical Polish mistake, the question becomes why is this beautiful man waiting? That inversion is automatic in English, but not in Polish. In Polish, you can often keep the same word order as in a statement and just change intonation or add a question word. English doesn't work like that. Another important bit here is the structure waiting for me to get old. That simply means waiting until I become old, which is a very, very long time. Listen to these examples. Why is she asking me to leave so early? Why are they telling us to wait outside? So the main takeaway for Polish speakers is this. Don't translate question structure directly from Polish. In English, verb position, especially with be, really matters. Next, we hear, is he far away? Is he okay? When you hear it now, it sounds obvious, right? But while speaking fast, this gets easily forgotten. The order is not he's okay, but is he okay? Is he okay? 5. This man is testing me. What matters here is the present continuous is testing. In English, we use this a lot to talk about actions happening now, around now, or temporary behavior, but it also suggests irritation. Not always, often. Like someone keeps pushing your patience. Are you testing me? Stop testing me. 6. I need you to tell me. I need you to tell me. This structure can feel strange for Polish speakers because English often uses need person plus to do something, and it basically means I want or I require you to do this action. Polish usually restructures this completely, so direct translation leads to confusion. We say chcę żebyś. I need you to help me with this. I need you to call me later. 7. And I'm tired of living like this. And I'm tired of living like this. After tired of, we use the ing form, not an infinitive. That preposition of is also fixed here. Polish typically uses a different construction, so people often forget either of or the ing ending. For example, I'm tired of waiting. She's tired of living like this. The meaning is emotional exhaustion and frustration from repeated or ongoing situations. I'm tired of doing this. Listen, I know singing songs in English is great fun. Learning lyrics is exciting, emotional, and honestly a really enjoyable way to learn. It helps you understand more and become a better listener. But here's the thing. If you want to become a better speaker, you need to start speaking English with other people. I know it can feel scary, it might, and I'm not saying it's easy. If it were easy, everybody would already be doing it, right? And actually, everyone can do it. The difference between people who speak and people who don't isn't their level of English. It's not I'll start when I'm ready, or when I reach this level, I'll be ready to start speaking. What really makes a good English speaker is confidence. And honestly, confidence often starts with a leap of faith, that slight, scary first step. I strongly believe that step should happen in a safe, friendly, supportive environment with people who are just like you, people who make mistakes, sometimes struggle, but also want to enjoy the process, have fun, and not take everything too seriously while still seeing progress and real results. That's exactly why I run the Seoul Say It Out Loud program. I've been running it for 2 years now. I've seen so many people go through it regularly and transform their speaking confidence. So I'd really like to invite you to take a closer look. If your passive English is around B1, but when you speak you feel more like A2 or even A0 sometimes, this is probably exactly what you need. Inside the program, you also improve your grammar and learn from structured platform materials, but the real core is speaking with real people. You practice conversations, you get my feedback, you have access to daily WhatsApp voice chat and monthly extra classes that stay with you permanently, and about 12 hours of intensive speaking practice inside the speaking club. So if you feel this is the time to finally start speaking English, take that step and join Seoul. Go to seoul.pl and do it. And now let's do something that will help too, maybe not as much as real conversations, but still it's useful type of practice. So let's do it together. Listen and repeat out loud. What is taking him so long? The train took longer than expected. If you see him, tell him. If you come over, I'll make some coffee. Is he okay? Are you testing me? Stop testing me. I need you to help me with this. I'm tired of waiting. She's tired of living like this. Well done. That's all from me now. Don't forget to head over to teacherola.com/326 and grab your free worksheet. Learning is revising, so grab that worksheet and practice. And if you want to practice speaking regularly, learn grammar and vocabulary with me inside the Seoul program, join us now at seoul.pl. The program starts on the 19th of February 2026, so there's not much time left. Go to seoul.pl. Thank you so much for listening. Stay fearless, take care, and say it out loud. I'm your teacher, Teacher Ola, and you've been listening to Teacher Ola podcast on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like or a comment. Thank you so much. Bye for now.